2007 GMC Yukon heater hose and T replacement. I'm Brian Eslick from How To Automotive. I'm going to walk you through the steps of replacing those. So in this particular car, the heater hose, the T at the back where it plugs into the heater core, it's snapped off right at the hose. So we're going to go ahead and replace the hoses and the T's that it mounts on the back on this model. And this is a 2007 with the 5.3 liter engine in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the engine cover off and remove the air inlet pipe here. And the top engine cover, it just has like a press fit, so you just put your hands under and pop it up and lift it, and then you'll pull it out towards you. To get the air cleaner off, it's got this little vent line on it, so you fall it down and it's attached to the top of the valve cover. I'm going to pop it off right here, and then I'm just going to loosen up the hose clamp here and here, and then anything else that may be attached, like little wire, like little hose looms or like whatever, pop those off and take the air snorkel out completely. So I got a bucket underneath the vehicle to catch the coolant, and I'm going to start by removing the heater hoses off the water pump portion first. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the squeeze clamps, pull them off, and remove the hose here. And the same thing for the inner hose here, and remove it here. And then if you follow this hose up, it goes up to the bottom of the expansion tank here, reservoir. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the hose clamp here and pull the hose off there. So I just used a standard pair of pliers to squeeze the clamps and pull them off. So a tool that you might want to have or use is a pick tool like this, and it's designed to go underneath the rubber hoses and kind of break that. They kind of glue themselves on there. So you can put the pick in underneath the hose and kind of break that seal free, and that helps loosen them up and get them out. And if you guys don't have tools like that, they are available on my website at howtoautomotive.com on the tools and product page. You don't have to really worry about getting them mixed up. The ports are different sizes, so the lines are different sizes, so don't worry about that. So when you put it back on, you'll just match up the one with the Okay, so now we need to get the T's and the rest of the hoses off here. Mine's already snapped off on one of them, but we need to get this fitting and everything off. So the best way to do that is they have little squeeze tabs in the back. And if see if I get my mirror in here so you can see them. A lot of times you can just reach around with your hands and squeeze the little, if you see the little white plastic parts, you can, at the ends of the end of it, you can squeeze those, and then what I like to do is push the hose inwards towards it. So I'll push in towards it, squeeze the little tabs, and then pull the hose back, and that usually will release it. But if sometimes they get stuck or it can be a little stubborn, so if it happens, I have a tool, and they're these little hose clamp pliers. And what you can do is you can stick these little points in here inside the little grooves, and then squeeze it a little bit, and then pull the hose off. So I was able to just reach back right here like this with my hand, squeeze the tab, and pull off, and it came off. And this is the little white tab I was referring to right here. This is the white tab I was referring to. So you'll squeeze it, and you'll feel it sticking out. Now that this is just the outer part of it, we need to get this T off too. We're going to change the T on this also. And so this hose is out now. So a little further back, exactly like this one, but further back will be another plastic clip. You'll do the same thing. So you'll reach further back, and you'll grab the little clip, squeeze it with your fingers, and then pull it off. Now it's pretty much off the heater core portion of it. Now right here you can squeeze this tabs right here on the ends. Squeeze those tabs and then pull this T off. So I got the first T fitting out, and that was for the bigger hose, the one that went to the bottle and everything. Now you can actually see these little closer up. So these are the tabs you're going to squeeze at the end. So you're going to squeeze these, and that releases the little tab, and you're able to pull them off. So you're going to do the exact same thing. Pull it off the heater core first, and then once it pulls off the heater core, these pipes have a little bit of flexibility to maneuver them, where you can get them in a little better place to squeeze them and pull them off. So pop the heater core off one first, and you have to reach back there. You can do it all by hand, and then pop it off, and then you pop off the fitting here second. So these are the part numbers for the T's, the fittings. And this is the white one, as you can see there. And then this is the black fitting. And these are genuine GM parts. So we're going to take the black one first, and we're going to install that first. So I'm going to install the smaller pipe first. So on the inlet, so I'm going to do, it's going to be this pipe here. We're going to just push it on until you hear the tabs click, and then you'll give it a pull, a tug. And once you're satisfied that it's on good, then you'll take this one and rotate it back and slide it onto the port. It's going to be the port on your left. And after I push them on, then I like to give them a little pull, each one, to make sure that nothing's going to pop back out. And I'll do the same thing for the white fitting. Okay, so now I'm going to use the straight hose. Here's the part number for it. It's a genuine GM part number. And basically I'm going to put this port, the hose in. It's going to go on the inner port here. And then this end is going to clip into the black port on the firewall. So I also used new hose clamps on mine. I didn't like the way my old squeeze clamps felt after I took them off, so I'm going to go ahead and install new clamps and tighten them up. So the first hose clicks onto the black port and then goes down to the inner port on the water pump with a new hose clamp. Okay, so this is the new hose for the it connects to the white tee into the coolant bottle, and here's the genuine part numbers. So I just kind of laid it in there the way it's going to go, and I'm going to take the top hose and click it onto the white port and just push on until you hear it click, just like that. And then you give it a little pull to make sure it doesn't pop back off. Now I'm going to put my new hose clamp on here at the bottom port and put this hose on. So now I just slipped on the end that goes onto the coolant reservoir, put the clamp on and tighten it. So now I'm going to put on the air cleaner assembly. Now after you put your air cleaner on, make sure you don't forget to plug in the vent line for the PCV system here. Tighten up all the clamps. After that, you can go ahead and put your top engine cover back on. So you're going to slide your engine cover in at an angle like this. You may have to slide them underneath your heater hoses here. And then once you get it there's a little groove in the back here that it has to stab into. And once it's in there, and you just rotate it down, and you just push it down onto a little rubber grommets like that, and that's it. Now we're going to fill this up with Dex Cool. It's orange colored coolant, and we're going to fill it up until it's at the full line right here. So after filling it up with a 50-50 mix of Dex Cool GM coolant, which I have available on my howtoautomotive.com website on the tools and product page if you need to pick that up. And so I'll fill it up with coolant, and then I'm going to start the vehicle and let it idle. And what's going to happen is when this thermostat here opens up, the coolant level will most likely drop, and then I'll keep filling it until it's at this line right here. So I'm going to start the car and let it run, and then I'm going to turn the heater on here actually. So I'm going to raise the temp up and just put and turn the heater on, about medium right there, and let it circulate that coolant through the heater core. And I'll keep checking my coolant level and topping it off. So after running the vehicle for a good 15 minutes or so, and double checking your coolant level, and you want to make sure that the thermostat gets opens up. And the way you tell is if you grab the lower hose here, and if it's warm or almost as warm as the upper hose here, the thermostat has opened up and the coolant has flown through. So, and also you're going to have warm air coming out of your heater on the dash. So one of the things I wanted to explain about this bottle is you don't want to fill the coolant all the way to the top. This is called an expansion tank. If you overfill it, the coolant will expand as it gets hot, and it will actually pop the bottle or hose or radiator or possibly even the heater hoses again. So it has a fill level. So make sure you don't overfill it from that. If it has more coolant than that, then you want to suck a little out of a turkey baster or something and just remove some of the coolant. So you want to have room for it to expand, and that'll complete the heater hose replacement on a 2007. This is a GMC Yukon. It's also the same on the Suburbans and the Chevy pickups and GMC pickups. I'm Brian Eslick from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos. I encourage you to subscribe and invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. And thank you again for watching.